guys, my name is Aimee Cho, golf professional. How did your week go? Happy weekend, right? I'm very excited. I get to practice this weekend. Are you guys practicing, playing Saturday, Sunday? I'm very curious. Today, I got a question from my website's Ask Aimee section. A golfer was asking that he hits him very well on the practice tee, but he doesn't hit him as well out on the golf course, and he needs help. Let's talk about this. There are many different reasons why you may not hit him as well out on the golf course. It could be lack of experience, lack of concentration, or maybe you need a little bit of help on your mental game, course management, and the list goes on. Out of that long list, today we're going to focus on the incorrect way of practicing that can affect you to not hit it as well on the golf course compared to the driving range. So there are many different kinds of practices actually. If you're making swing changes, that's a completely different, separate practice session. Or let's say you're hitting it fantastic and you're just doing maintenance work, that's a separate practice session. And today we're going to talk about the transfer practice where you're trying to get those awesome shots from the practice tee onto the golf course, transferring, right? When you're on the driving range, let's say, for example, you're hitting 10 golf balls and your rhythm is going, it's flowing beautifully, and out of 10, you hit one really good one. And most of us only tend to remember one good shot, right? So your expectation goes up. Whereas when you're on the golf course, you only have one chance to hit that golf ball. And when you have zero rhythm going on, and to create that fantastic flowing rhythm is actually really difficult. So if you do the calculation, out of 10 shots, you hit one good one, that's really 10%, and now you have zero rhythm going on, so it could be less than 10, let's say 7 to 8% of hitting a fantastic shot. So you kind of have to do that check, right, where you are. But let's just say you are actually a really good ball striker, but you actually perform poorly on the golf course. There are many different reasons for that as well, but we're going to talk about the alignment today. When you're on the driving range, whether you hit off the mats or you have an alignment stick, usually you're aimed towards your target, and when you go to the same driving range all the times, you're used to hitting to the same targets, right? And now your alignment is perfect, you're only working on your golf swing. But when you're on the golf course, it's a little different. There's like slopes, there are trees in the way, there's water, there's wind, and even sometimes when you're trying to hit toward the flag, sometimes the tee boxes are built incorrectly. It's facing like to the right or left. You've had that experience before, right? So when your alignment is ever so slightly off, I'm talking about like 3 to 5 degrees. That's very little. When your alignment is slightly off, now your swing plane gets a little bit messed up, and now your swing does not feel the same way. Your impact doesn't feel as compressed, as solid, as square. Now you're frustrated for the whole 18 holes only because you're like 3 degrees off, right? So now, to do correct transfer practice, it's a really good idea to play different games during your practice session. So I'm going to share 4 games you can do to make your practice fun and be very effective. Number 1 is target switching. Don't get too comfortable hitting to the same flags. You can hit to the left corner of the driving range, right corner, or sometimes even go for the cart that's retrieving golf balls, right? Switch it up so you get used to aligning yourself correctly on every shot. Game number 2 is doing your pre-shot routine. Everybody kind of have an idea of a pre-shot routine, right? If you don't, I'll link my lesson down below so you can watch what pre-shot routine is all about. Go back behind the golf ball, pick out your target, go into it, figure out how many times you breathe in or how many waggles you do, how many you look up at the target, etc., etc. Do your routine every single shot. That's really going to help you to practice as if you're on the golf course. Game number 3. This is actually really good for your imagination part, okay? Pretend like you're playing on your favorite golf course or a golf course that you'll be playing this weekend, and play 18 holes. So let's just say the first hole is par 4. Pull out your driver, pick out where the fairway starts from and ends, and try and hit that fairway. And then second shot, you'll know exactly what you'll be hitting because you've played the course before. Let's say it's a 7-iron. Pull out your 7-iron. The next one, you pick out where the flag is and hit to that. And if you can do short game, chipping, putting, that's great. If not, just do it up to chipping, okay? And play all 18. It's really going to help your imagination better, and we know imagination is part of a skill in your golf game. Game number 4 is to divide your golf balls into piles of 5. And let's just say the first pile of 5 hit your drivers. Whether you hit them great or not, move on. The next pile, let's hit wedges. Next pile, hybrids, 8-irons, 3-woods. At first, you may struggle and may not hit that many good shots, but if you keep doing it, eventually what's gonna happen is when you grab your driver swing, you'll get it right away. When you grab your wedge, you get your wedge swing going right away, which is really going to help you out on the golf course, okay? So, I shared 4 different games you can play on the practice tee, which will keep your range session a lot more fun and also be able to take your fantastic swings out onto the golf course. So if you have more questions on this, please come to my Ask Aimee section. Leave your questions and comments there. I'll get back to you guys on that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.